Welcome to the Personal Finance and Coffee Podcast. I'm your host, Gabriella. On this podcast, we talk all things money and finances. Learning how to manage our money and make it grow is a skill that can be learned, that we can get better at. In our environments, money is kind of like a taboo topic. So on this podcast, let us have the conversations. Let us dig deep into how does this really work. We're going to have guests and learn from each other. I encourage you to listen and enjoy the podcast. Remember, you are the CEO of your money. No one else can manage the money for you. Hi, welcome to today's episode. And this is 2024. We're starting a new year. I know this episode is coming up I'm recording it on the 16th of Jan and we're already midway. But nonetheless, Happy New Year. And in today's episode, I just wanted to share what I'm going through. And the hope is that by sharing the journey, I hope it will encourage someone else. Maybe you won't feel alone and we shall pull our strength together and keep going, working towards our goals. So the struggle that I've been facing is low motivation. You guys, I don't even know. You know how in your head, you know what you have to do, you know why you want to do it, you have everything, but you just can't get yourself to actually follow through. So that has been my struggle, and I've been trying to find my why, and then I'd have a lot of self-doubt. And why am I sharing this on a podcast where we talk about money, where we talk about finances? Because in order for us to earn money, we have to do the work. And we'll have seasons where we started a business, where we're at a job, and it's a hard day, and our motivation just drops. And we can't even explain it. And even though in our mind we know what we have to do and why, it's just not clicking. So that has been my struggle throughout this process. I think I'm out of it. It's slowly but surely. I'm not there yet, but there's progress. So this is encouragement to you. I think one of the things that has really helped me is listening to podcasts and also like YouTube and other people. That is where I tap into their energy. So that's how I and also talking to other people, like sharing my intentions, how everyone asks, so what are you doing for the new year? And so when I tell a person what I want to do, and then that feeling of that is one of the things that has pushed me through. I know that it's not sufficient, but gradually, little by little, I'm going to gather momentum as the year begins. And as this new year begins, I'd like to share with you the intentions for this podcast. We've been, the past 12 episodes, we've been talking about finances, we've been talking about money. And I was sharing with a cousin of mine, and she was emphasizing the point that you can't just talk about money in isolation because it affects our life as well. And I think it's important that I share this here as well. How we plan our lives and affects our money. And also the point of working on our finances is so that we can enjoy this life of ours. It doesn't make sense to have a lot of money on the account and then you're sad. You don't have friends, you don't have fulfillment, so that's an area that I would like for us to share on more in this year, and also have some guests on. And the major thing actually is to have an episode every week. That's the intention for this podcast. So I'm putting it out there so that I'm also held accountable. Yeah. So if you have your goal, if you have a plan, find a friend, share with them, let them hold you accountable. Because sometimes when our strength is down, we tap into someone else's strength and we keep moving. And then when someone else is down, they tap into our strength. And when I think that what I'm doing right now seems so small in the overall huge goal that I want to attain, in my mind I close my eyes and I see like a drum that is empty, and then it starts raining. So it's the little drops of water that fill that tank. So in the same way, I remind myself that the little actions, making this episode, pushing through, not wanting to do it and preferring to just chill and maybe watch YouTube, it's what's going to make it possible for me to attain my goal. because the little actions are just like the raindrops that fill the drum with water. Anyway, I'm digressing, but that is my thought process right now. So I hope you're having a lovely new year. This episode is to welcome us into the new year and get going. In the next episode, we'll be talking about money routines and how we can create systems so that we actually follow through on the goals that we have set. So you can look out for the coming episodes. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I hope you found value in it. Please subscribe to this podcast on whichever platform you're listening to it on, so that the next time we have new episodes, you're able to be notified. Share with a friend, share with a loved one, so that you can start these conversations about money. At the end of the day, you are the CEO of your money. No one else can manage the money for you.